Good morning and welcome to episode 1658 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, February 28th, 2025. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Patreon.com/Hard Factor. If you need more Hard Factor today, Pat is going to lead us off. What you got, Pat?
Well, I'm first going to say real quick, we're sorry because right about an hour and a half before we started taping the show, the Epstein files, quote unquote, some version of them were released, but they were handed to like right-wing influencers as they were leaving the White House.
Yeah,
we're not right-wing influencers, so we haven't got a chance to go through it yet.
Well, I mean, they're out on the internet. It's also, I think, underwhelming. I think Pam Bondi's already come out and said that the FBI withheld thousands of pages, and that she's demanding them to release those extra pages. So
Sunday,
what I understand
makes sense because she was like for the multiple days, like I have it on my desk, I have it right here, I'm looking at it, I'll release it tomorrow. If it was like insane, she would have been like, oh buddies, oh man. None of that was like really coming out, but we've looked at all the logs, they're all handwritten and
a lot of only first names. So
yeah, so we're gonna have to wait and we'll update on Sunday, like we said.
I saw a Mark on there.
Yeah,
it's looking like
everybody.
With a K.
It's looking like every famous person from 1990 through.
I would only be inviting Marks with a K too if I was Epstein.
Mm-hmm. A lot of JEs on here. Wonder what that stands for.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're talking about. I got the latest, just the full download of what we know about Gene Hackman's death.
Damn.
Yeah, maybe a prediction about who we're going to lose next.
Fun.
Gene.
Hint,
starting off fun.
Yeah, I mean it could definitely be Kanye, but Gene, he made it to 95. Good for Gene.
He really did, So anyway, it's a little bit mysterious, but we'll see what's going on.
His last movie was 21 years ago.
He retired from acting in 2008.
Yeah, he became a hermit.
Welcome to Mooseport. Jeez. That's a shame.
Yeah, but enemy of the state, he'll always have that. And Hoosiers. Hey, Wes, what do you got on deck?
I got a real nightmare scenario for one North Carolina man who dated a real psycho, and she did what psychos do to their boyfriends, and I'm going to tell you about it.
Oh,
sweet,
interesting. Yeah, lovers quarrel. I've got a bull on the loose in Connecticut, and they're having trouble wrangling this bull. Not enough cowboys in Connecticut.
They're tough to wrangle, I've heard.
All hat, no cattle up there in Connecticut, I hear.
That's what they're saying. And then Mark is closing us out today. What do you got, Mark?
I have the funniest raid on a rub and tug you've ever heard.
Nice.
We've covered some good ones on this show.
We'll end it with the release.
I heard a great tip. Howard Stern, how Sal gives if you look at Howard Stern, he gives like massage parlor tips. His latest tip was go to a massage parlor that has lots of stairs. That way you hear the cops coming.
Okay. How do you get away?
Do what?
There's only one exit though, down the stairs.
Yeah, well, you can pull your pants up at least, I guess.
You can at least not have your dick out, when they come in with the body cam.
Yeah. You'd be yelling about how you can't for a legitimate massage as they walk in.
Yeah, exactly.
What kind of place is this?
I believe Sal has gone to a few rub and tugs.
Oh, yeah, he has. He made an app for it.
Yeah.
Tug Maps? App for it.
Is Tug Maps his?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Wow, that's impressive.
Snell's? Wow.
He made one. I think. I don't know if Tug Maps is his.
I think there's Rub Maps. I'm sorry.
I never got serious. Is he still with his hot wife that cheated on him with the guy? Or
Yeah, he's still with her. Yeah.
Damn. Well, he gets to get rub and tugs because she had an emotional friend.
That's right.
There you go. Tit for tat. Sad news out of Santa Fe, New Mexico. Gene Hackman, 95 years old, is dead, as well as his wife, Betsy Arakawa, and one of their dogs. They were found dead in their Santa Fe home on Wednesday. Here's a pic of the house. Hackman owned that house, like 4-something acres, and then he owned a house next door in a gated community, which is like, by the way, the sickest setup ever. If you're that rich, they're successful. Is like you have your main house, then you buy the house next door, and then when anyone comes to visit, you say, "Yeah, just stay in the house next door."
Yeah, he's got like the whole neighborhood. He's just you
Yeah.
can just it's Gene's town.
Not to get too off. Not to get too off. This is Gene Pool. Not to get too off topic, but like, how sick is that, right? Like anytime you want your friends or family, you have the infrastructure to host them.
We almost
a place like Santa Fe, which is like a vacation destination.
Yeah, no, it's like we almost did the trailer trash version of that, which is buy a tiny apartment near our house in Reno.
You still can. Yeah. I like that idea a lot.
I like that too.
It's part of a dream of mine called a compound. I'll
stay in that apartment, Will.
Yeah, yeah. I mean that's we were really considering it, but then we should have bought it back in the day. My goodness, prices.
Oof, regrets.
Don't let go of that dream, Will.
Got a few of those.
Missed out. But there's another compound to buy somewhere else, Pat. Always
we'll get
more compounds to buy. Yeah.
We got a compound up and party down. A lot of different reports going on around there, but here's what's currently being reported. Hackman was found dead in their mudroom. Okay, the mudroom area, according to reports.
What does that mean? Is that a spa thing?
No, mudroom is
it's right where you come in the house.
It's a foyer that's tiled, right? Usually it's like could be like a sunroom or a mudroom. It's where you if you have dogs and you're rich, you have like a little dog bath area there sometimes. A lot of times the laundry is there.
Colder places always have mud rooms because you have boots and shit that you're walking around and they're always like, fucking muddy from the snow and shit. So
think of our richest friend growing up and then think about his house. That house had a mud room. Yes.
Yeah, with the boots. Yeah.
It's also where gay guys have sex.
Well,
right.
you guys love sex
anywhere.
Easy
cleanup.
Any room.
Yeah. Mud room is where the gay guys are.
Becomes a mud room.
Anybody can fuck in the mud room, technically.
But it's true. A lot of brown towels in the mud room. Anyway, according to the reports, it looks like he had fallen suddenly, quote unquote. His cane was next to him. He was in loungewear. Here's what's weird. Here's where it gets strange. Betsy was found in the bathroom, so not where Hackman was, about like 40 feet from him, in the bathroom next to a space heater. There's a space heater next to her head. The report says she might have grabbed the space heater as she was falling. Unclear. In the bathroom, there was an open prescription bottle with pills scattered on the countertop near her. Yeah. And according to the affidavit from the sheriff's office, there was, quote, mummification in both hands and feet. And then Hackman had a similar disposition. Now, that doesn't mean he was there. They were there forever. That could happen as soon as 2 days, 3 days. But the maintenance worker who found him hadn't seen him in 2 weeks.
But Hackman was already kind of mummified when he died already.
Yeah.
He was 95.
He was 95.
Very.
He has 3 kids. He has 3 kids, 3 adult kids. So it's hard for me to believe that it was more than 2 or 3 days, probably, that they didn't know where he was. But you never know.
She was younger. She was 30 years younger, but they were married for 30 years. So
since
this had been like that episode of The Last of Us where they decided to go together.
It doesn't seem that way. It doesn't seem that way in the initial reports. Here's what's weird as well. A dead German Shepherd was found in a bathroom closet near Betsy.
That's worse.
But there were 2 healthy dogs on the property that were running around outside. So
they took the one?
The dog was dog-aged, apparently. Betsy was 65.
What does that mean? How old was the dog that died?
No, they don't report that. That's why I said dog aged. It's between 2 and 11, Mark.
Was the dog old too and they all went?
No, I mean,
pills?
What are the odds?
She killed them all.
The dog died of old age.
She Chris Benoit, everyone?
Sounds like she killed them all.
Look. That's a powerful accusation.
Oh, that's a bold claim, buddy.
Something's
tackle
not adding up. Something's not adding up here.
In the affidavit, they said it didn't look like a murder-suicide or
this has a love-hate relationship.
Double suicide. They had Denise Avila, the sheriff's spokesperson, said there was no indication that had been shot or had any wounds.
I'm sure of this.
I'm sure.
Real quick, so
they were crunched all the possible scenarios.
They were discovered by maintenance workers who showed up on Wednesday, and the maintenance worker called 911, said he couldn't get into the house. So the house was all locked up, but he could see Betsy through the window. So it's really weird because he's like, I can see her through the window, but the 911 operator said, how many dead? He said 2. So he's saying I could see her. The house is locked up, but there's 2 dead. Now, further reports said that the door was open, right? Because one of the dogs was outside, one of the dogs was inside. The alive dogs. There were 3 dogs total, 1 dead, 2 alive, 1 inside, 1 outside. The maintenance worker was also like tremendously respectful. He was telling the 911 dispatcher repeatedly the house had no address. And then he said, quote, there's a reason for that, but he didn't blow up that it's Hackman's house. Like, I've listened to a lot of 911 calls of celebrity people that have died. And like the OJ call, for example. And she was, Nicole Brown was like, it's OJ Simpson. That happens a lot. This guy wouldn't say it was Hackman.
He's a pro.
So there's no address on this house for good reason.
Even
It wasn't like, this Asian chick killed Gene Hackman.
No, he didn't say
No, he
that.
kept it cool. That's why Hackman hired this guy as a maintenance guy.
Well, he was the neighborhood maintenance guy.
Yeah, well, that's why the neighborhood of rich people hire this guy.
High quality. Yeah, I mean, well, Santa Fe. They got some cash.
It's rich up there. According to the AP, Associated Press, the New Mexico Gas Company came and tested the gas lines around the home after the bodies were discovered, according to the warrant. And at the time, it didn't find any signs of problems. The fire department came in and didn't see any signs of carbon monoxide leak poisoning, which was everyone's first thought, including the Hackman's family. The kids came out.
That house is too big to die from carbon monoxide. It's too
I agree.
big.
I had a friend.
The house is too big to die from carbon monoxide.
This happens a lot up there because those heaters that are fake fireplaces that are on the wall, it's like a fireplace, but it's in the wall. It's like electric fireplace. Those are really common up there. I had a friend almost die in New Mexico, Santa Fe specifically, because of carbon monoxide. It's an issue up there. A lot of people thought that was it. They're saying no.
Right. So if it's not carbon monoxide, then it has to be something fucked up.
It's a 12 million square foot house, and they died in 2 different rooms. The maintenance worker's like, I'm not going to say the address, but let's just say Superman's going to be pretty happy.
'Cause he was in Superman. Yeah.
He was a great Lex Luthor. Yeah.
I don't know what, like, realistically,
Gene, man, that's
what do you
tough.
guess think? They're looking at toxicology. Like, it could be poison. Or could it be like they all ate something bad?
No,
and the
dude,
dog
the pill
ate it?
bottle. I mean, like if you're looking for an overdose of whatever the pill bottle was,
But the pill bottle feels like maybe Dumb and Dumber when they feed the guy the hot sandwich and he's like, I need my pills. Right?
Look,
Or
Wes should weigh in.
Hackman is being taken care of 24 hours a day by this Asian woman. She's feeding him.
It's his wife of 30 years.
By this Asian woman.
like it's a random attendant.
She's a concert pianist.
This random Asian woman.
No, I know it's his wife. But look, he's extremely. We've seen pictures of Gene Hackman. He's not. He can barely walk. He's so fucking old. So she's feeding him. She's probably in charge of giving him his meds. I'm not.
But why would she
go
go herself, Wes, instead of take all the millions?
Dude, I don't know because that's how do you justify? Why do people do this in the first place? I don't know.
Yeah, just wait a year if you want to do that, and then you're 66.
She could have like put a pillow over his head. She could have done all these things, or just said he died of old age. Why would she then die?
Yeah, but maybe
we're gonna have to wait for the autopsy.
Obviously. But what if he passed away of natural causes in the mudroom, and then she was just so grief stricken?
Could be.
That's what I'm saying.
And then she locked the dog in the closet.
No, because the other dogs were alive. It's like a control and an experiment. You see what I'm saying?
She locked
We're
the
lucky
one
she
dog in
didn't
the
eat
closet.
the dog, right?
That's right. Good. Yeah, there you go, Mark.
I mean, what are you talking about?
This is horrible.
Why just that one dog?
It's a terrible thing. I'm trying to bring a little light to the terrible tragedy, but it sounds like foul play if it's not carbon monoxide.
Yeah. I mean, there's something up. There's something up.
Something weird when you talk about screwing out pill bottles. Shit gets a little weird.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, if you're affected by carbon monoxide, maybe you're taking pills at the same time when it starts to affect you, and you drop it. I don't know. There's Hackman like from last year getting chicken sandwich from Wendy's.
Yeah, he was rough. He needed that chicken sandwich badly.
Hey, 95 is an impressive life. Also, Marine Corps veteran. He fought in the war.
Hackman's the man. That's not up for debate. Like that's
It is not up for debate.
The circumstances of his death, I think, are what up for debate. It's just because it's kind of a strange scene, right? After like when they were discovered, it's a little bit.
They're not saying foul play is suspected, but they are saying it's suspicious. So we'll see. If you want to see a film from a different era, watch The French Connection. Where great film, best picture. I think he won an Oscar for it, and Hackman drops the N-word in the first 12 seconds.
Also, underrated movie where I'm not even sure if Gene Hackman should be the bad guy. Extreme Measures with Hugh Grant, where he's like the evil doctor, killing a bunch of homeless people with no other family members to cure cancer. I mean, so I kind of gave away the plot there, but is he the bad guy?
Hackman's great because he was equally good at playing like the badass good guy or the bad guy. He was great at both roles.
He's also weirdly in a movie called Heist, and we were talking about heist movies just yesterday.
Oh,
yes,
that's right. That's crazy. Anyway, they come in three.
Yes.
Michelle Trachtenberg, real quick. Apparently, recently had a liver transplant, so she died. Something related to that. Hackman movies that fucked: The Poseidon Adventure, Night Moves, French Connection, Superman 2, Uncommon Valor, Superman, whatever the I and the V is, Hoosiers, obviously, Mississippi Burning.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, Runaway Jury, Unforgiven, Wyatt Earp, Quick and the Dead, Crimson Tide, Get Shorty, The Birdcage.
Whoa,
come on, guys.
Dude, what about The Firm? The Firm gives me a
The
Firm.
Firm, Absolute Power. He was in another one. What about wasn't he in Rainmaker? Anyway, he's just
Royal Tenenbaums.
He was just a king.
Oh, yeah.
He was a king.
He is royal, right? That's
Yeah.
him.
Behind Enemy Line. Okay. All right. Anyway, that happened. You got to stay fit out there, guys. You got to stay fit, and you don't need to be paying a personal trainer or paying attention to some influencer who's giving you just like some weird tip that you can't really follow. You need a plan, and Fitbod is going to give you that plan. Okay, it makes working out easier. It's like you have a personal trainer in your own pocket, and it keeps you accountable. That's the most important part of it. It'll personalize your workout to you based on what you need, what you have around you, what you have access to, and what you're trying to do. It's essentially what you pay a guy in the gym to stand over you and breathe down your neck. But you don't have to do that if you're like me and you don't like to interact with people, and also you like to keep your gains private until a big reveal where then you take your shirt off at a pool and people are like, how did you do it? And then you say, oh, this old thing, this old body of mine. And you could do that with Fitbod, and we encourage you to do that. Level up your workout. And also traveling, that's huge too, man. Like if you're like, I'm not going to be around a gym, not going to be at my normal gym, then you could figure out a home workout with Fitbod while you're on the road. It's really awesome, and you should get on it right now.
Remember that scene in Rocky 4? Pretty sure Fitbod created Sylvester Stallone's workout in that
The
cabin.
montage.
Yeah, in the cabin.
Yeah. Dude.
When they had Drago doing like the science stuff, and then he was doing this right, but like good old fashioned American toughness beats Russian science.
I'll have his logs. Yeah,
he might have been the most ripped in Rocky 4 out of all the Rockies too.
Yeah.
You got Fitbod.
The log train.
I got an axe and some logs, Fitbod. Tell me what I can do.
It was my favorite when an action star would get busted or like arrested for DUI, and then they would find like tons of steroids in their bag. Remember that would always happen. That happened to Sly.
Dude, what did Drago say about his Fitbod body? He said like he's not human. He's
a machine.
Made of metal. He's a machine. Yeah,
he's a machine. Also, if you're a data person, like you want to keep track of what's going on, Fitbod's for you. Anyway, level up your workout. Join Fitbod today. Get your personalized workout plan, and you get 25% off your subscription, or try the app free for 7 days. Pretty simply, by going to fitbod.me/hardfactor. That's fitbod.me/hardfactor, one word. Fitbod.me/hardfactor. Get after it.
Oh, yeah. We got a DC insider in the live chat. Maybe you could tell us who's on the list. You know what I mean?
Oh, we do?
Epstein list. Yeah.
Tell us.
Yeah. I mean, there's Figure it out, Gavin. You got it?
You do the work for us. Yeah, please.
All right, got a real nightmare scenario for you coming out of Matthews, North Carolina, which is just a short drive southeast from Charlotte. This is Robin. Okay? When you cross Robin, or she thinks you've crossed her, it doesn't really matter. She will try to end your life in a terrifying and slow manner, which is what one man experienced when she locked him inside a storage unit for 4 days without food and water. Okay.
Now, Robin's hot for 65.
She's 52. She's 52.
Okay. Damn.
Ooh. Also, watch what you say about Matthews, because we have another live comment saying I grew up there from Yolanda. So.
Okay. Well, it looks. I looked at the pictures of Matthews. It looks like a beautiful town known for its cotton plantations and racism, from what I can tell. So,
Don't tell them that.
Yeah.
They earn that wealthy
It
honest
is called
right.
culture.
Yeah. So I guess last week, Robin and her 51-year-old boyfriend were at their storage unit moving some stuff around, and they got into a little argument. And Robin was like,
Hey, Rick, can you go get me that box way in the back there? I forgot I need something in that box way in the back. I need you to go get it. Get that box for me.
Because she
He's
looks
like-
like a smoker. Yeah.
yeah. And he was like, sure,
Yeah.
baby, no problem. And that's where Rick's problem started. She slammed the door shut, and she said,
That's what you get.
No.
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 So this poor bastard gets locked in the storage unit. It's full of shit because they say it was a hoarder's paradise. It's pitch black, and this crazy bitch isn't an opening for it. So finally, after 4 days, he finds his phone. After
What?
miraculously.
Wait.
He was
Wait,
crawling around for 4 days.
He couldn't find the phone for 4 days?
4 days in the pitch black. It took him to find his phone.
The battery was okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, yeah, nobody was using
No
it.
one called him.
Fuck.
Poor fuck.
What the fuck is
No
going
one
on?
called.
This guy's got no
His eyes
boys, no
didn't
family.
adjust to the darkness like
No,
after
it's
a couple
dude,
minutes.
it's pitch black. There's no light in these storage
Dude,
units.
what kind of strategy is that? Where like you got to figure out a strategy to cover the whole
Yeah.
storage unit.
let's-
4 days.
Right,
is
why can't you just go?
pathetic.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like inch by inch. You find
Well,
the phone
again, it
in
was
like
a
an
hoarder's
hour.
paradise, so he probably knocked it in the dark. It fell somewhere weird.
Right, he put it in a
Yeah,
box
but
on
even in
accident.
the dark,
or
you need to
some
be
shit.
you need to be like feeling every object, and then be like, that's not it, and then like start pushing all the objects that aren't your phone in
Listen,
one direction.
I agree.
so that-
You never give up, but
How the fuck?
This guy slept 4 times while
I don't know. I don't know.
He should have died in there. He's an idiot.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Like,
I mean, I had no water.
how long do you bang on the door in that scenario if you realize that Crazy Robin has locked you in there? Like, how long do you yell and scream and bang on the
Oh,
storage
probably
unit
for
door?
20 minutes because she's just standing out there thinking about letting you out.
Yeah.
It depends on how. It depends on how high of a traffic area it is. Like there are different kinds. Was it an indoor storage unit? Was it an outdoor storage
Outdoor.
unit?
It was outdoor. So it's a shitty story. I'll show you that
That's-
I'm going to play the news clip of the 911 calls that he
She
made. and
didn't
you
come
can
back from for 4 days. She,
No,
she
dude,
wanted
she
him to
didn't.
die in there.
She wanted them to die. Yeah. So
She
all right.
came back to catch an attempted murder charge. Smart, Robin.
No, they had to hunt her down. So here's here's the 911 call from when this poor bastard, they didn't release his name. I couldn't find a picture of him. Finally found his phone.
This was the desperate call for help after a man spent days trapped inside a storage unit.
I've been locked in the storage unit for about a week now, and I just now found my phone.
Police say the 51-year-old was locked inside the locker by his girlfriend during an argument. The woman allegedly tricking him into looking for an item towards the back of the packed unit before proclaiming, "This is what you get," and slamming the door shut.
She double locked my lock, and I don't know how she put me in here, but she put me in here.
It took 4 days without
That's
food,
not adding up.
water, or power for the man to finally find his phone in the darkness, lost in the chaos of what detectives called a hoarder's paradise.
I just need out of here. I just can't breathe. I haven't had nothing to drink or anything.
Soon after the call, the man was freed and treated for dehydration. The girlfriend, 52-year-old Robin Deaton, is now wanted for kidnapping, false imprisonment, and attempted murder.
So
Dude,
yeah.
where was?
Dude, I'm getting out of there. I mean,
Did
like
she throw the phone? Why wasn't the phone on his person to begin with?
4 days to find it is just.
I don't understand
mind-boggling.
any of this. Those look like normal sized storage units. What is he talking about?
Mark, when you're doing stuff, sometimes you put your phone somewhere where you know you can get it, so it's not in your pocket. You know,
so it was
like
the perfect storm. She waited
Yeah.
until he put his phone down or got
I
lucky.
guess. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
like yesterday, I got so annoyed. I've been meaning to do this forever, but like just to turn notifications off. You know, like when you get a buzz from like fucking Reddit or something or some app you installed, your phone lights up when that happens. Does this guy like? I mean, if it's
not
pitch
adding up.
black dark. Also,
This guy
get
might just have a
anything.
flip phone. This guy,
Okay.
older Southern guy, he might just have a flip phone.
Well, then get anything and then wedge it under that door and then get anything else and start hitting that thing against that thing.
Yeah.
And with a simple lever, you're going to start busting out of that fucking door, dude.
Yeah, I mean, dude, those doors aren't impossible to crack. Like,
What's
the whole
his
thing
What's
is
his
just very
job? Because
confusing.
if I'm his boss, I'm firing him.
They didn't say much about who I'm calling Rick. They just said
Yeah.
finally found his phone. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, how like you guys think you could unlock that door from the inside if you tried hard?
I think it would take us less than 4 days to find a phone that was functioning
That's the point, Will.
inside the fucking storage unit.
I think if you
it's a 10-foot square area.
Yeah.
It's not like you're searching for it in the Sahara Desert.
If you lock me in a storage unit with my phone, I think I can find it within 4 days.
Dude, even fuck the phone. There's got to be tools in there. There's got to be tools in there. I mean, there's got to be a saw in there or a hammer in there or something or a car jack or fucking anything.
But in the dark, you might hurt yourself.
It's hard to understand.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. The guy was probably in a bad state when she locked him in there, but 4 days is
like, yeah. Do you cry when you find your phone?
Yes.
I think first you check if there's battery left.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you think about like the cruel catch-22 that the fact that no one called you is the reason that there's enough battery life to make a call.
Yeah.
The fact that no one cares about you.
Yeah, I wonder where Rick's been.
0 texts.
I bet Robin locked him in a storage unit somewhere.
It's just one text from Robin saying,
Yeah. This is what you get. This is what you get. This is what you get.
I think that's all it is.
Yeah.
She double locked me in here.
Yeah. So after
she did it.
After a 3-day manhunt, they found her. Monroe.
Less time to find her in the wild than him to find his phone. It took him less time in Earth to find her than he could find a phone in a box.
That's tough for Rick. You know, that's why his name's not released because they were like, hey, you know what? Maybe we won't put your name in this one, Rick. How about that? You know, that way that nobody knows who you are.
Well, everyone knows who he is. He was dating Crazy Robin.
65-year-old Robin? Yeah, she's good looking.
Anyway, attempted murder charges coming her way. She's in jail.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, she's got a Facebook. I'm going to find it.
Yeah, Robin Deaton.
Yeah, I'm going to find her real quick.
You know what's crazy? He's probably like incredibly skilled. Like he probably can fix a car. He could probably build a car, but he can't find like
100%. There's no one fishing around a fucking storage unit in that area of the country who's not skilled in some way, shape, or form.
He's got some incredible skills besides what's between his fucking ears.
Maybe he just needed a break from Robin.
Yeah.
But well, I mean, she locked him. She did lock him in. His story's got to be somewhat
Found
true.
his phone right away. He's like, I'll just hang out in here, away from that crazy bitch for a few days.
Have they been able to confirm it was that long, like with other evidence, or is it
that's what the news story is saying? I don't know.
I found her.
You found her?
I found her. Is this her husband or her boyfriend?
It says boyfriend in the news article.
I mean, okay. Is it? Hold on. Is this her? Is it? Put the picture of her back up real quick.
Robin.
Maybe. Is this her? Is that her? No, not her.
Definitely not her.
Young.
She's about the same age. Okay. All right, we'll find her.
We'll find Robin Deaton. All right. Let's talk about this bull on the loose, keeping it in somewhat rural America. What was the last story we did out of Connecticut this week?
Ooh, it was
something crazy.
New Hampshire. It was like fuck, I did it 2 days ago.
Oh, that's the cannibal, the guy that ate a brain to let him go.
Bridgeport.
Oh yeah, I knew it was something fucking crazy. Yeah. So fresh off the Bridgeport cannibal, we've got another one out of Connecticut this week. Farmers and authorities, Connecticut animal authorities, have been unable to apprehend a loose Scottish Highlands bull that has been roaming the Connecticut countryside for over a month now.
It's a pretty animal.
Beautiful. A beautiful Scottish Highlands bull.
Yeah.
And they just can't wrangle this thing.
So they haven't tranquilized it yet.
Yeah, because that's really
doesn't appear so. No.
Step one.
No.
Was Rick on the case?
Kinda.
Let's try the lasso one more time, boys.
You're onto something, Mark, because the bull has been roaming around the town of Kent, which is in western Connecticut, since it escaped from a local farm earlier this winter. And people keep reporting the bull to the local authorities, but there's been no luck capturing him. Local animal control officer Lee Soul said, people keep calling it and they don't know that people are already looking for it. And if somebody calls me about a site, and then I tell the owner, and they've been doing their best, they run right out there and try to get them, but it's hard. It's hard in this weather, in this winter, and the bull is very scared.
Let me give it a shot.
So that's their method. People tell Lee, the animal control guy, that the bull is somewhere. The owner of the bull, the farm owner, I forget her name, she then goes try to capture this bull unsuccessfully. And that's been happening for over a month now. And no, that's just what they're stuck in that situation.
I mean, I think Wes solved it in 2 seconds. Why haven't they tried to trank it or even like trap it?
It looks like an expensive cow, like expensive animal.
Risk
Adorable.
hurting it. Yeah,
Look, it's got like a hairdo, like a parted hairdo.
It's like one of the cutest bull you could possibly imagine. And it's I think if you have an animal that looks like that, I'm assuming that that's worth some money. So she's probably scared of hurting it. Yeah, I guess.
Okay, well, they got to get that bull back to her.
I don't know. I think most of the comments are saying let that thing run free. Because
if it can survive,
it's like a mascot.
It can.
Town mascot now.
Well, it's actually fortuitous because the Scottish Highland Bull is the long hair, as Wes pointed out, very, very attractive look, but also very hardy in the winter. So it can chew a Connecticut winter in the wild, no problem. It's from Scotland.
The Bridgeport Cannibal's like, I'll find it.
Yeah, but he doesn't like animal meat. So
well, he's reformed. Well, yeah, he's rehabilitated.
Sure. We all believe that. This is the biggest bull scandal in Connecticut since Buddy the Beefalo, a bison hybrid who roamed the woods of central Connecticut for 250 days before they took him in 2020 and 2021. After escaping, he was on the way to the slaughterhouse. And so Buddy became such a national icon that when he was caught, they didn't slaughter him, which is because he ran away from the slaughterhouse as opposed to just farm where he lived. And he was moved to a sanctuary in Florida. So
that's great. Good for him, dude.
He escaped slaughter by running away like this bull. This bull, I'm not sure what they're going to do when the local owner gets him back. I mean, I'd imagine steaks would be on their mind. Like if you, I don't know how he's a pet.
Look at that thing. That thing. I don't think do you eat those?
You don't import that to not hang out with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that he's just a pet then. So
it's like a donkey.
Speaking of bulls and cows, have you guys heard about Big B? Big B's this TikTok sensation. She's this super, super pregnant cow that just won't give birth. Look at the size of this chick.
Jesus.
It's just a lot of videos. Dude. A lot of videos of her like stomach swaying back and forth, and she's apparently gotten real crotchety. Like she won't come indoors. There was like a winter storm, and she was just standing out in the snow. She's pissed about the food she's getting. She's just real angry and pregnant.
If you were that pregnant, dude, you'd be
better induce her.
Yeah.
I found Robin. Real quick. Okay, this is just real quick, but this is too good. All right, so we got someone posted on Facebook. Terry Wyrick said, I need clarification from my SVHS people, some high school, right? Is the storage unit fugitive Robin Deaton the same Robin Deaton I remember from SV high school? And Stephanie Robin says, yes, it is her, but that's not like, and she tags her, Robin Deaton.
No way.
We all want some other part of the story. Also, her Facebook isn't hacked. They say she's, quote, on the run after doing this, but I want to know what he did. His name's not being published. So I want to hear her side because she's not one to do that. Plus, how did his unfounded phone, this is some North Carolina shit, how did his unfounded phone have a charge for 3 or 4 days? Where is she? Did he do something to her and now she can't be found? And is he spinning the story to protect himself? Is he spinning the story to protect himself like an alibi? Because we know her and she's not the one to do what she's being accused of.
Damn.
Yeah.
This guy has no friends and people online are defending her. This is tough for me.
Right. And then her Facebook, I don't know if it was hacked, but she's definitely posting like crazy shit about like games. Like she's like one of those older ladies that like post like, some like crypto investment. But here's the limited pictures of her.
Oh, pull it up. We can't see.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, let me share. Did I do this one? Here you go. This is the Robin.
Yeah, that looks
tagged.
like her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a crazy smile.
It's Robin
Yep.
Deaton.
So there you go. So she wouldn't do that, and the locals are suspicious.
Okay. Well, the news and the police seem to think she would.
Guess he
take it
locked
back-
himself in. Yeah.
Yeah. Take it
Yolanda
back to the
K
bull.
says Sun Valley High School. Thank you, SV.
Oh, nice. Thanks,
Look at
Yolanda.
this.
Taking it back to the bull real quick. Big Body Roddy 69 says every bull guy knows you need to bring a lady cow to lure in a bull, which is a great point. Also harkens back to Mark's pregnant cow.
Yeah, dude, Big B would get that guy out.
Exactly. He saw that ass coming in front of him.
Yeah.
Taking it to the internet, we've got Craig Holiday says, this is the coolest thing about Connecticut. Let him roam, which, as I was saying, that's a lot of the comments. A lot of people are rooting for the bull to be able to roam free. The Rotting Apple says, don't come to New York. Remember what happened to the squirrel and raccoon. Very true.
Oh,
They will euthanize this bull if he
what about
crosses state lines.
the seal or whatever in like Norway or Sweden? They killed that thing, right?
Oh, when it got on the
Norwegians.
boats.
Yeah.
The Norwegians will
walrus?
murder you right
Yeah,
away.
walrus.
Right away if you touch a boat. And then RW Bowser says, yeah, he looks elusive, agile, a master of escape and evasion, which is a good point because it's a fucking cow. And then Hi Jess says ungovernable. And that's my favorite comment.
Yeah,
Because
he's a hero of the libertarian movement. He
He is. You need to put this guy on the flag of the libertarians. He's the
What was
most
that
libertarian bull of all time.
That story we covered early in the show with the bull was going to slaughter and busted out and then was on the run for like a month. Do you remember that? Does that ring a bell to anyone?
Was that
He
the
was
one
like,
Will just talked about?
Was that the same one that
Buddy the Beefalo.
it was Buddy? Right. What state was that? Was in New York or?
That's Connecticut.
That was Connecticut as well. Fuck yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was looking at I was finding our girl on Facebook.
Big Bad Rowdy in our comments says that bull has magical powers for sure. A lot of people pointed out it's beautiful. It does look like the bull Zeus would transform into when he's hiding from Hera because he's fucking some earth chick or some human. And then she was like coming looking for him and he'd like transform into like a beautiful bull like that.
He's a magical animal, this guy.
Might be Zeus. All right. I've got a shocking story for you today. In a turn of events that literally no one could see coming, a 63-year-old woman was arrested for running a New Jersey massage parlor that was actually a sex parlor, a rub and tug.
The whole sentence was you could read it two ways. That's great.
Yeah. It's actually more than a rub and tug too, because they were just fucking. Police were disappointed with parlor owner, 63-year-old Soon Bang.
Nice.
When bang, soon bang.
Yeah,
You got
I couldn't believe that Soon Bang would.
It's an awesome name.
That's her fucking name. Here's some discreet advertising for the Danville massage parlor, which is now being called a prostitution ring. So there you go. It's just
Soon. You think Soon Bang had some whores at her establishment? Yeah, she did.
I do. This thing says relax and re-energize. Happy massage time. Clean, quiet, and comfortable. Sounds like a regular massage to me. There's also a couple of squiggly lines coming from the hot Asian woman in a tiny dress that says, "Call me."
She's in
best
she's
massage.
in lingerie with her face blurred out. That's
It's got happy in it. That's just all you need to see.
What kind of masseuse wears that dress? The NJPD said, "We are shocked that Soon Bang would stoop to these levels." Her store manager, You Come Now, is working with us to provide access to their books.
damn.
The name of the place for those interested was Oasis Spa. I think it's shut down. You can see it has a lovely waiting area. So when you walk in, it's not as obvious.
Oh yeah, not very obvious at all.
Right, that's where you meet the office manager. No Cash App.
Yeah, no Cash App. Several of the probably trafficked women were arrested along with Soon Bang, so that sucks for them, from trafficked to jail cell. Police also found large piles of cash in Soon Bang's office that came directly from men paying to bust a load in Oasis Spa. They said it was so much cash that it could only be from prostitution. It wasn't from massages.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you pull the ad back up?
Yeah.
When they ran that like in the local paper, nobody was like, "Hey, that's like," I mean, it's obvious what the ad is for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not,
It looks like the cover
no
of a porno.
questions about
It
what
does.
you're gonna get when you call Soon Bang after seeing that ad.
Yeah. The only question is what more than Rub and Tugs is
Right.
offered?
How much
Yeah.
does it cost? How much
Yeah.
cash do I need?
You know,
to bring?
1,000% you can get a hand job there.
You already know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the floor.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is there a, if you see, and Wes, I know you don't get hand jobs, but like you've been around a number of these places.
Yeah.
This is overt, right? In terms of the advertising, like
Oh, it's
if you saw
insanely
this,
overt.
you might think to yourself,
nobody would ever
"Nah,
do
that's
this."
a trap." That's a trap.
Absolutely, of course, yeah. This is it's insulting to the police officers, is what this advertisement is.
Yeah, it's either a full-on brothel or a trap, right? It's only one of those two. It's not. Yeah, there's no in between.
Bang, who goes by Cindy whenever a new customer that looks like a cop comes in, has been charged with promoting prostitution, money laundering, and engaging in prostitution. So she got in on it too. Like any good manager,
Bang was
she won't ask you to
number
do
one.
something she wouldn't do herself.
Yeah.
That is a good manager.
Yeah, literally the only joke I've made
Your
up
hands
in this
dirty.
entire story, by the way, was the fake quote from the cops and the name "You Come Now," which I subbed in last second for "Me Suck You," and this last part, which is also not a joke, might be the funniest part of the story. The bust was the result of a multi-agency investigatory effort with participation by the Denville Township Police Department, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security Investigations,
all
Human
participated.
Trafficking Task Force, United States Secret Service, Bergen County Prosecutor's Office, Edison Police Department, Morris County Sheriff's Office, and Morris County Prosecutor's Office. The whole gang got in on investigating this.
Well, they had to investigate, find out for sure
They
what's
always
going on
do
at
with
Spoon
these
Bang's
things.
place.
Everyone got involved in what was probably a several months to years long investigation.
Then what was the story
Where
we
they
just
all-
did about that
they
long
all got to have
investigation?
sex.
Wasn't it in the rub and tug
Yeah.
too?
I mean, there's 1,000 rub and tug spots. There's 17 organizations who are
Yeah.
checking this place out.
Yeah.
There's like 5 guys from each of those organizations that got to bang a hooker because they wanted to prove Soon Bang was a prostitute.
That's what it ended with. Soon Bang's arrest and the business being shut down on February 20th.
It's all right. They'll pop. Another one will pop up.
Yeah, you think that that's a vacuum. You think another Soon Bang isn't going to fill that vacuum?
Luckily
Yeah,
for
it's
those
an opportunity.
15 teams, they can investigate another one.
Damn, dude. Damn. That is kind of crazy, right? Like, how much money do we spend having cops just fuck prostitutes in America? Like
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot, dude. Like how? Like a lot. We're spending a lot of cash on that
Yeah,
shit.
Well, it's an impossible thing to
look into that.
investigate. It's an impossible thing to because it's like, well, we need a budget, chief, to be able to get in there and see if they are giving these hand jobs.
I mean, it's like the opposite of being on traffic duty.
That's true.
It's
It's a lottery to get into that task
It's an
force.
elite force. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it should only be reserved for like people with tenure or whatever. You got.
All right, we're gonna spin the balls for this year's hooker task force.
All right, boys, we got
That would be the fucking best event ever.
opening up the floor for ideas to cut down on crime in the city. Okay, open up the floor. Anyone got any ideas?
Yeah. The end of every briefing is like, well, we're not 100% sure. We should probably keep investigating.
Yeah, we need more evidence.
Dude.
I hear some of those hand job shops are
hooker
popping up
raffle.
again, chief.
Already on it. Fuck.
The hooker
All right.
raffle would get people to like. They have a problem recruiting cops right now. You just start marketing that thing, you're gonna have more cops than you know what to do with.
Yeah, you are.
You get to enter a hooker raffle every year as
Yeah.
part of the job. That people are gonna sign up.
Yeah, for sure. Without a doubt. And that's going to do it for us for the week. We love y'all. Thank you for, listening, watching, whatever you do. Spread the word. Most importantly, get out there and have a great fucking day and weekend. Talk to you on Monday.
The cream of the crop!